We switch gears on the morning show and talk about some things going on in the Ithaca School District. Joining us is middle school, high school principal Brandon Federle. Well, Brandon, did you survive the Ithaca School Fair and everything last week?
We're still trying to catch up on some sleep and pick up from the bounce house, but it was a great Saturday, a great, wonderful series of festivities on Friday night, and we want to thank the entire Ithaca community for all the hard work they put in. That is not a trivial event, and if I started naming names, I forget a few, so I'm just going to go with a blanket thank you.
Yeah, there were a lot of people there, and I always say that it's one of the biggest little parades that I've ever been a part of.
My personal favorite is watching. You know, we have the Bulldog Block Challenge in the morning, and then we have the Mini Block Challenge in the afternoon as all the kids jump off the parade float as we stop it and run back to the beginning because they're just so involved. I think we need to time that as well and maybe give a prize to the kid that gets through the parade the most number of times.
That's a good idea. You have a book fair coming up in Ithaca, don't you?
Yes, the book fair. So families were notified, and we have a scholastic book fair. It ends today, but folks, there's an e-option as well, and so students have had the opportunity to shop at the book fair every day at school this week, and so parents and family members can still shop online through the end of business day today. But it's exciting for the kids to see all their new purchases and see their eyes light up as they walk into the library and see all the things that reading opens up for them. And I do want to say thank you to Julie Thompson for what is a disruption in her library, but a very, very welcome one. She's handled it very nicely.
We're getting up toward the end of fall sports, too. That's unbelievable, isn't it?
Oh, the weather turned in a heartbeat, and fall sports are going to be ending in a moment. You know, we're really excited. Football has an away game tonight at Brookwood, so if anyone is interested in making that trip, and the ladies just had their last home game last night, I believe, against Lafarge. So they have a couple more games, but they're all away. And then we get into regional sectional season, and before we know it, we're going to be talking about basketball.
Yeah, that's true. Going by very, very quickly. And you have some things going on in the fall. There's some screening coming up for the youth in the Ithaca District. Could you talk about that?
Absolutely. So on October the 23rd, we're going to have a health screening day. So we're going to have the Ithaca Lions that are going to come out and help with vision screening. We have Richland County Health and Human Services that are coming out, and they're going to help us do flu vaccines because, you know, as we all know, 'tis the season, and make sure that vision and hearing and health are checked so that we can minimize absences and also give the students that need help maybe a set of glasses is all they need to focus in the classroom, or maybe they're not hearing like they should. And so all of those things on one day so that we can not only minimize disruption in the school day, but also meet kids where they are and help them out with, you know, I hate to say this, I'm at the age where glasses are a part of my day, and as much as I don't want to admit it, man, they make life so much easier. And to think of a kid that's struggling because they can't see kind of breaks my heart.
You get a lot of help and support from the Ithaca Lions, don't you?
Oh, yes, they are so wonderful. You know, we have the Stuff the Bus campaigns. We have the vision screenings, the support that they have with their pancake breakfasts that are hosted at the school for families in the district to make sure they get what they need. I really couldn't picture where we would be if it wasn't for the Ithaca Lions. And, there's another thank you that goes out to our wonderful Lions Club and what they do for us and what they do for the Ithaca community. There's nothing like them.
You have a great partnership with Southwest Tech, Brandon. Maybe you could talk about that.
Oh, yes. We're going to be making our way. So next Thursday, October 16th, there is going to be an Ag Day at Southwest Tech. And so we're going to take a group of students down there, some FFA students, so they can participate in looking not only at the ag careers that are offered, but helping them to get some connections at Southwest Tech. And so I'm going to change out of the suit and tie and put on the barn boots once more and take a group of kids down there. And I really want to take part with them because this is something that is of interest to the kids, and making connections there so that we can come back here and tailor our curriculum to help give them the best amount of success that we can.
Really send a lot of students that way, don't you?
We do, not just in ag. We send students to nursing school. We have quite a few students that end up going to get their nursing degree at Southwest Tech. We have a number of students in the construction trades and electrical and plumbing. We have a number of students that are going into auto repair or diesel repair. And I couldn't give greater praise to Southwest Tech in the quality of the education that they offer, and really, it's what our students need. It's what our students want to do with their career. That's our goal, is helping give them the tools to be successful in their chosen career. I understand that Southwest Tech isn't for everyone, just like UW-Platteville isn't for everyone. But we need to give students the opportunity to open the doors to wherever they go. And from that perspective, Southwest Tech is a wonderful partner.
I understand there are some animals coming to Ithaca, not like the animals that came there in 1982. We're talking real animals, right?
This is an exciting evening. So on October the 28th, we are having the Ithaca School PTO, or PTSO, the Parent Teacher Student Organization, and the school are co-hosting a family reading event. And so a couple of years ago, we had a group in the school, and they're called Zoo Zort, and we're excited to have them back into the building again. They do an excellent job helping students build vocabulary and geography knowledge, and then the extra special little piece is that the kids get a chance to interact with animals that they might not normally encounter. I don't want to give the whole thing away because you know what, then there's no point in attending, but let's just say that it is exciting for everyone involved. And so we're glad to host that. And so for families in the district, there have been forms that have been distributed so that we know how many students we can expect. I can't wait to attend and go and see what kind of animals there are. And, you never know what the principal is going to get their picture taken with on that night.
Lots of photo opportunities. What age group will that be for, Brandon?
Well, it's more specifically geared towards younger readers and younger students, but it really is a family event because the thing I like best about Ithaca District is that older kids can walk alongside the younger kids. And if there is someone who might be afraid at looking at a book, well, let's read it together. Or if a student is a little concerned, even at the fair, the Bulldog Block Challenge, we had an older and a younger sibling that ran the block challenge, and that older sibling was encouraging his younger brother and cheering him on. And, the look on his face when he realized he won. This is another event like that where families can come together and engage in reading, engage in geography as a family, and get to see some animals that you wouldn't see that are not your typical raccoon, skunk, and white-tailed deer that you see in rural Wisconsin, but something that really is a memorable moment for the entire family.
Are you going to be doing the Trunk or Treat event again this year?
Correct. So that's going to be happening on October the 27th. And so that's another event sponsored by the PTSO where you go to the north parking lot of the school grounds and you decorate your trunk. You get dressed up in costumes and then instead of because we really don't, rural community, we really don't have that population center, then kids can go to each trunk and do the traditional trick-or-treat experience and not be worried about being out late at night where it's not lit or going back and forth to houses. It's all here. So we encourage families, if they'd like to come and take part, that would be right after school from 3:30 to 5:30 on October the 27th. And so come out, decorate your trunk, get excited, give candy, get candy, and be part of the Ithaca community.
I talked with a couple of other administrators and principals lately, and they kind of talked about, once you get homecoming done, then really Thanksgiving is the next big thing. And I know it's kind of, you're really hitting the ground running here in the classroom now, but it is also fun to have a few things to look forward to, Brandon.
It is, and kids and teachers also get very fired up about homecoming, and this next week is almost kind of a recovery week, getting back into the swing of things because you have early releases and dress-up days and disruptions to the schedule. So, we're really glad to get back into the normal routine of school and get back into, now we're reaching the end of the first quarter. We're getting close to parent-teacher conferences. We're getting close to Thanksgiving. And not only that, but the weather finally turned, so it feels like school weather now. So the idea that we enjoy these moments, we enjoy all moments, but to be able to get back into why we're here, to give kids a great education and be able to focus for a little bit on that is very, very welcome.
I know you recently had your first food distribution there in the area, in the district. You'll be doing one of those again before too long, won't you?
Correct. So those are once a month, and so that will be coming up. Now you caught me, Phil, because
put you on the spot.
Right. That is Wednesday. I believe that is next Wednesday, the 15th. Where we're going to have the Second Harvest Mobile Food Pantry come back out for another month and distribute food just like last month. So if there are any families, it is not limited to families in the Ithaca District. It is open to anyone who is of need to be able to come out and get something that will help tide them over when times are tough. And provide a nice, nutritious meal. I was out there last month and saw, it really was a very needed portion. There was ground beef, there was buns so you could do hamburgers or sloppy joes, there were carrots, there were onions, there was some pasta. It really is something that is provided to be able to put a good quality meal in families' hands, whether or not you're in the district, because we all know if folks are hungry, then they're really, they're just trying to struggle through the day. So we want to be able to help folks put a good meal on the table.
Brandon, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate that, and keep up the good work, and keep up. We'll have you on a regular basis talking about all the good things going on in the Ithaca School District.
It's always a pleasure to be here, and we thank you